and welcome to episode 292 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right, everybody. You're listening to a podcast that's for people who are learning the game of Magic, coming back to the game of Magic, getting better at the game of Magic, or, just having a real good time playing or talking about it with their friends.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And you might have noticed we have a brand new theme song to celebrate the birth of kind of a brand new show in Good Luck High Five.
That's right. I mean, you're listening to the same show that you've always listened to, but we're calling it a new thing.
That's right. And not only our show has a new name, but all of our stuff on the internet now has a new name.
Because otherwise they wouldn't match, and that would be confusing for everyone.
You can't wear stripes with plaid unless you're a fashion icon.
Oh, man. I want to wear a stripy vest and plaid pants.
Yes.
Moving on.
Turns out Megan's a fashion icon.
Definitely. I own so many pairs of black jeans. I'm definitely a fashion icon.
Is that all it takes?
I was joking. Well, most of the time I wear black jeans and a shirt, and I'm like, this is
nailing it.
Exactly. Like, all right, we're doing it, you guys. Look at this outfit.
In case you want to find us on all of our stuff, don't worry. It's all the same location it's always been.
Yes,
it just has
the internet.
The internet. For instance, some people were worried about their Patreon subscriptions. It's at the exact same place. It just has a new URL, which is patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Ooh.
That's also our name on Twitter now. Yeah. So that's where you can find us there. And our name on Instagram now.
So when you pop up, like when we pop up in your Twitter feed, you won't be like, who is this?
What? Who
are these strangers that I somehow got me to click follow?
Have you ever felt that in your timeline? You're like, wait, when did I follow this person?
It might be because we both use the same Twitter account.
Yeah, that's true.
And most of the time you followed them.
Because did you ever have thought, who followed this account of puffy Pomeranians? Because it certainly wasn't me.
No, that one I know. I'm always just like, look at this account that just posts a photo of a cat each day. We definitely did this. Man, that's like the account. I know that I followed the one, what is I Pet That Dog?
Oh yeah, I Pet That Dog. It's a great
account. If you're not following it on Twitter, go. Great account. It's this kid who just tweets photos of dogs that he pets with like a little talk about the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's one of the greater things on the internet.
Really is.
We're also facebook.com/GLHF Magic.
Yes.
FYI. Our YouTube address is youtube.com/goodluckhighfive. And of course, our web address is goodluckhighfive.com too.
Nice.
Am I missing any?
I don't know.
That's all of them.
I updated our MySpace page, so you can also find us there.
Nice. Do we have a song that plays immediately when you load it?
Of course we do.
Because it's just super annoying. You're
yes.
like, no, I was listening to another music and now it just sounds like a horrible cacophony.
Yes.
What song is it?
It's obviously Steal My Sunshine.
Okay. Steal My Sunshine.
Steal My Sunshine. I don't know why I always have a problem with S's at the top of the show, but it is a consistent thing now.
That's okay. We've addressed the problem.
Unfortunately, because of the nature of contemporary MySpace, all of our top 10 friends are bots.
I mean, all right.
It's just
that's fair.
It's all spam.
Not even that one guy who was always everybody's friend. Tom! Wow, I haven't thought about Tom forever.
Number one.
How's Tom doing these days?
I don't know. Great question. Anyways, those are all of our updated web addresses. So, go over and check them out. They look the same way that they have the last time you looked at them.
Yeah. Just with a new name.
But with a new name. So that's pretty sweet.
On today's show, we're going to celebrate our name change and why we changed to Good Luck High Five by looking back on the memories we've made when we were Magic the Amateuring.
A little MTA retrospective.
We're also going to answer your questions that you had for us on Instagram. That's right. Follow us if you haven't followed us, GLHF Magic. And some people had some really cool and interesting questions for us, so we're going to answer those.
Nice. Of course, we're always going to cover the Magic news.
Oh, yes.
This week, we're also going to have a flavor text theater coming at ya.
So put on your goggles, put in your mouth guard, strap down your shoulder pads, and get ready to be hitting the body with full frontal magic.
I'm concerned you didn't add a helmet to that list. Goggles, mouth guard, shoulder pads, no helmet included. No helmet.
Before we get to our show, Big thank you to cardkingdom.com/GLHF, by the way.
Ooh.
That's a new link there. For being one of the sponsors of the show and being generally awesome. I caught their new game show, which is called the Local Game Show, Get It, LGS, the other night on Twitch. It was so good.
Nice.
The production value was through the roof. They had awesome guests playing awesome games. If you want to check out that game show the next time it hits the airwaves or the Twitch waves or what have you, I highly suggest it. It was a very fun time, and I would have gotten not very many points. The questions were hard. But you can play along at home.
Also, if you order from them, you can request a sticker.
Yes. You can ask for a GLHF sticker that
it has this beautiful new logo on it.
Beautiful new
and it is the
logo.
perfect size for a deck box.
It is.
Slap it on there.
Boom.
Flip it and reverse it.
Wait. Then
No,
we'd stick it
don't-
on.
no.
You'd be
Just
it would fall
put
off.
it on the normal way.
The sticky would
Just
be
slap
on
it
the
on
other
in a
side.
normal sticker fashion.
Thanks to everybody who became a patron on patreon.com/GLHF Magic since our last show, and everyone who decides to become a new one today.
Think about it. And now go do it, because your support means the world to us. We would not be able to do this if it were not for you.
Yeah, I feel a few of you out there prickling in your brain spaces like, oh, I should do that, or I've been meaning to do that. Well,
Yeah.
check it off your been meaning to do that list and put it in your I did this list.
Yes. Also, why are you keeping both of those lists? You can just check things off on the one
you
list.
should just have one
instead
list.
of writing it onto a new list. But also, I don't want to tell you how to run your life. So if you want a 2-list system,
go
knock
for
yourself
it.
out, buddy.
Go for it. It's time for some magical news.
That's right, everybody.
Twinkle, 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 twinkle.
Oh, is it sparkly news?
Yeah, it's sparkly news.
Oh, like if we were a PowerPoint presentation, we would have added an effects there.
Yeah, we would have.
Effects
And effects.
there. Anyways.
And it would be in 4:3 and not 16:9 because too many people are unaware that you can change the aspect ratio of your PowerPoint presentation
What?
to mirror most modern computers and television screens.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a PSA.
I did not know that. So it should be in 4:3?
No, it should
be in 16:9.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I
can
learned
change it,
something new
everybody.
today. I also learned today.
Yes.
Actually, I learned this yesterday. But there is now Magic Game Night.
Yeah,
Wait,
Magic
I learned
Game
it
Night.
today. I don't know what day it is.
Today is Monday.
I learned it today.
Okay, great.
This is a box that you can buy that has 5 starter decks in it that you can play with 2 to 5 players.
Yeah, it's really cool because if you're ever going to a game night with your friends or whatever, you normally break out the board game. So this is a way to kind of do it in that fashion. Like you don't want to lug your expensive modern decks or your standard decks even because they're not
or
very
like your
beginner
commander
friendly.
decks. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe your friends are all like, hey, we'd love to try out Magic at a game night sometime, but like you personally like just don't have enough good starter decks for
Right.
everyone at your game night. So this is perfect.
Right. And they're all balanced
Yes.
too to play against each
2
other.
people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, you can make it happen. We go to a game night, maybe we'll make it happen.
You know what? I was actually thinking about that.
Yeah.
I was like, this would be kind of perfect for that,
It really would.
And you get brand new cards here that are only legal to play in this box, by the way. But they're new and they're fun. For example, there's one of each color. The Militant Angel is the white one. 3 white for a 3/4 angel flying lifelink.
Wow.
And they each have an ETB ability or an extra ability. When this one enters the battlefield, create a number of 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance equal to the number of opponents you attacked this turn.
Ooh, nice.
I like it. White aggression.
So if you're like, yeah, and you're diversifying your attack fronts.
Yeah.
You're like, we're not fighting this battle on 1 front. We are fighting it on 2 or 3.
And people
I
are like,
don't have great military strategy.
Why are you attacking all of? Oh, I get it. Militant Angel.
Now I see it.
mythic.
Look at this blue one.
This
though.
blue one will interest you, Megan.
Inspired Sphinx. I'm already into it. We all know my affinity for sphinxes. If I were
Oh.
a card, I would have affinities for Sphinx.
Megan, do I
on
need to
it.
tell you the plural for sphinxes on this show right now?
Sphinxers. It'd be really unfortunate.
It would be the most unfortunate plural
be really
in the
unfortunate
history of animals.
for them.
No, but it's not. It is also sounds nearly as bad.
What is it?
Everyone named Marshall Sutcliffe, cover your ears. It's Sphinges.
What?
Isn't that just nasty sounding?
Who decided that?
I don't know who decides it. Who decides any of it? Who said it's a murder of crows?
I don't know.
Who said it's a bevy of beauties?
Oh, well, we're not talking about what a group of
I know. I just
sphinxes is
I went to
called.
the next level.
Sphinges?
Yeah.
That sounds made up. Who told you that?
Several people have told me that.
That seems like a lie.
Because it's been relevant.
That feels like a lie
On
that
coverage.
multiple people are telling you.
No, look it up.
I
Google it.
refused.
I refuse.
Refuse. Anyway, inspired Sphinx.
Oh God, I can't even say those things.
5 blue for a 5/5 flyer. When inspired Sphinx enters the battlefield, draw cards equal to the number of opponents you have. Yes.
Yeah.
Into it. 3 and a blue. Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying.
This card's nuts.
This card is
Busted.
great. I love it. I'm into it. I'm all about it.
The black one also costs 7. Its name is Rot Hulk, and it's a 5/5 as well. It's a zombie boy with menace.
Yes.
When it enters the battlefield, return up to X target zombie cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the number of opponents you have.
Ooh, nice. A little bit of
flavor.
tribal
Yes.
synergy in there. Goblin Goliath is the red one. 4 red for a 5/4. When it enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to the number of opponents you
I
have.
see what they did there.
Yee! 3 and a red. Tap. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent this turn, it deals double that damage to that player instead.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like it. So that thing can, hit hard and then make other things hit double hard. Avatar of Growth is the green friend, costs 6, but wait for it, it's a 4/4. It costs 1 less to cast for each opponent you have.
Ooh.
All right, it has tramps.
So it's definitely. It has trample. We've been over
why
this.
do I always shorten it?
I don't know.
I'm halfway
I don't
through
know.
the word and I
Assuming you have at least one opponent. Otherwise, what are you doing?
I don't know.
It only costs 5 for a 4/4.
When it enters the battlefield, each player, searches their library for up to 2 basic land cards, puts them on the battlefield, then shuffles their library.
Nice. Awesome. I'm into it.
So all these cards are like classic in their colors here.
Yeah. This one has, the green one has Galta in it. Look at that.
People are going to love to cast
and
Galta.
Gigantosaurus. I mean, the green is just classic big creatures.
Yeah.
Goreclaw, Palaka Worm.
Oh, I
into
kind of
it.
want to play the green one.
Pretty sweet.
There's also some new cards being printed for the holiday gift pack that Magic puts out every year. Geez, am I already talking about holidays?
No,
Kill me.
we're going to move on. We're not going to talk about holidays right now. I refuse to let this happen.
Halloween hasn't happened yet.
Yes, and it's still a long time away. Maria, Halloween is over 2 months away.
I'm so excited.
Fall, stay away.
Do you want to know one of my greatest dreams?
What?
Hosting the best Halloween party in a giant mansion.
Ooh, we should just do that.
Should we rent a mansion?
Yeah, that's a thing you can do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some rich people want to
You
make an extra Hondo.
Airbnb it?
Yeah, I'm going to rent your house out for the night. What happens there
Is none of your business.
Just don't think about it. Because I want to have like dry ice cauldron rooms and sweet lighting and like spooky actors. And in the bathroom,
You want to
there's,
hire
like,
spooky actors?
like I'm talking the whole 9 yards.
Let's do this.
Doesn't that sound fun?
We have 2 months to plan it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we
All
just
right.
got to find a mansion.
Well, anyways.
Anyway, that's thing number 1.
Yes,
That
it
took a while
is.
on our list of news.
Well, we got a little
We
sidetracked.
went deep.
When don't we?
Good point. Number 2 is GP Prague happened this past weekend.
That's right. Prague. It's in Prague. It's in the Czech Republic. I know where Prague is. I don't want anyone to think that I don't.
It's in Prague. Well, yeah, I guess it is.
It is. Okay,
But
is
it's
it
also-
though? It's a
Is the
city,
city in
itself.
No.
Really a
I
deep
don't
philosophical
know.
question.
No?
I'm going to go with no also.
Okay, great. So the big thing that happened at this tournament is that a new-ish deck won the whole thing.
That's right.
Hardened Scales.
This has been kind of a fringe deck
Yeah.
for a little bit now, but honestly not even that long.
No, not that long at all. As far
and
as Modern's
this
concerned.
time it came in and it took down the whole thing.
Wow. So
Wild.
Hardened Scales, the deck is built around that Obvi because
Yes.
that's what it's named. It's an enchantment for single green.
It's also a little bit of an affinity deck
Yes,
too, though.
it is. Yeah. Affinity plus Hardened Scales, kind of. And the enchantment says if one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1 are put on it instead. So you're ramping up those counters.
Ooh, like Steel Overseer plus this buddy?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Walking Ballista plus this buddy? Gross.
Yeah.
Arc Brown Ravager plus this, buddy.
Nice.
Oh boy, now we're getting out of control.
I mean, that Ravager, right? Because it triggers each time you sacrifice something.
Yeah.
So it's like sacrifice something, put 2 counters on it. Sacrifice something, put 2 counters on it. Nice.
Yeah, gross. It also has Animation Module, which is a card I haven't thought about in 100,000 years.
Who has?
Which is also distributing your +1/+1 counters.
Yes, whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are placed on a permanent you control, you may pay 1. If you do, create a 1/1 servo. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Question.
Yeah.
There's a card in this deck called Throne of Geth.
Yes.
The Throne of
This has
Geth.
been around for a long time. 2, it costs 2, and you can tap it, sacrifice an artifact, proliferate.
Okay.
So yeah,
That
you
makes
can
sense.
anything that has counters on it, you can put more kinds of counters of that kind.
And this deck's very annoying because it runs 3 copies of Welding Jar
Yeah.
in the main, and that's going to make your artifacts indestructible.
That's right. Technically,
Or
it gives them
regenerate.
regeneration.
Yeah.
We're
Whatever.
Wizards is slowly phasing that.
Yeah.
'Cause they're just like, not even slowly. They were just eventually like hard stop.
No, we're not
done.
putting regenerate anymore.
Good day.
Good day to you.
Yes. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And do you know what? I was just thinking. So someone had mentioned in a note to us, and I don't remember where, but back when we were talking about KCI and Modern.
Yes.
And they were just like, can you please say a little bit more when you're talking about Modern, because I don't always get it.
Yeah.
So this one, Affinity, like we said, is kind of
good
one of
point.
the bases for this, which is where you play a bunch of artifacts and then a bunch of cards that have artifact synergies, or that have, like Mox Opal, that have Metalcraft. And so you're going to dump out your hand of all these tiny little artifact creatures really quickly, and then you put, in this case, you put a bunch of counters on them with things like Hardened Scales, with creatures like Steel Overseer, which allows you to tap and put a counter on each of your creatures. So that's kind of the, that's the quick and dirty version of that deck.
I guess my question is, why this deck and why not normal Affinity?
Yeah. I think this is just, it's bigger. And, with humans running around right now,
Yeah.
I think your Affinity is sort of like, okay, humans can make their creatures big with things like Thalia's Lieutenant.
Sure.
Which comes in and puts a counter on all of the humans, and then itself gets counters every time another human comes in. And so they're just like, okay, we can go as wide as humans can. Like, we're also playing a bunch of creatures, but what are we going to do if their creatures get really big and ours aren't?
Yeah.
And so that's like my guess.
Sure.
That being said, I haven't played this deck enough to know, like, does it function consistently? I'm a little suspicious because we've only seen it do well this one time. So
this tournament,
yeah.
it did do suspiciously well. Many copies of people who were playing this ended the tournament with very good win rates. So I think it might be kind of the next thing on the up.
In that case, yeah, people just looked at Affinity and they're like, this deck is very good. It's known as being very consistent, and like it's always up there with the best Modern decks. And people are like, how can we make it better though?
And I think there's a clue here in 4 copies of Ancient Stirrings in this deck.
Yes.
And it's kind of like, why was Affinity never running this card? And they're like, well, okay, if we're putting green in it, what else are we going to do?
Hardened Scales.
Hardened Scales? Evolutionary Leap? So maybe we'll have to find out.
There was also humans in this top 8. Another humans in this top 8. Band Spirits.
Megan hates Band Spirits. I think I should
really
try
do.
playing this.
I believe, like, it does seem like a little bit more your style.
Yeah.
Certainly way more yours than mine.
Yeah, for sure.
I understand that there are fans of Bant Spirits out there. You all are just missing out on the better things in life.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, sick burn.
Sick burns.
Also, this was Andre Strosky, who earlier this year was like, I'm retiring.
Andre, come on. You never
So now
really
he's
quit.
back on the, top 8 at a GP, back on the Pro Tour. Here we go.
Magic knows.
Yeah.
It'll draw you back in. Here you go. Javier Dominguez played Jessica Control in the top 8.
Nice work, Javier. Nice.
Megan's into that one.
I'm into it.
Another copy of Bant Spirits.
Wow. Okay, this is legitimately surprising to me.
This one has no ether vials.
Oh, yeah. But it still does have the 4 collected company.
Yeah.
And it has 3 Supreme Phantom, which is the new card from M19.
Sweet.
Another Spirit Lord.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ironworks combo.
Yep.
This is KCI.
KCI, which again, so KCI stands for the key card in the deck, which is Kark Clan Ironworks. It says sacrifice an artifact, add 2 to your mana pool, and it costs 4. So eventually you just create a loop with this and Scrap Trawler, which lets you get back artifacts of lesser converted mana cost when artifacts go to the graveyard. And so you just cycle a whole bunch and you draw your whole deck, and eventually you do something like Pyrite Spellbomb them a bunch or whatever.
Infect.
Surprise.
Wow.
We haven't seen much of this deck at the top tables ever since Gitaxian Probe got banned.
Yeah.
It's just got a little bit more inconsistent. But I certainly know there's tons of people out there who still play it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So it was a very strong deck at the top of its game for a long time. And I think it was just a matter of time. We see this happen sometimes. A key card gets banned from a deck and people just kind of sort of abandon it. And then they
jump ship.
Slowly comes back up.
They're like, this boat is sinking.
Get off!
And then a month later, the boat pulls into port, and they're just like, wait a second. Well, there's the boat.
I still have that boat.
Okay.
Might as well get on it. And thing number 3 in our Magic news is Hall of Fame ballots are due this week.
Ooh.
Yeah, we talked about this on the episode last week.
I think I've said ooh like 5 times now. It's my reaction of the day.
Yeah, we're going to find out about the new class at Worlds this year.
Yes, and then the induction ceremony will be at PT Atlanta, or PT Guilds of Ravnica.
Yeah. Oh, Guilds
Very
of
cool.
Ravnica.
Yeah.
I must think about Guilds of Ravnica once a day.
That's often, but it is
I'm so excited.
Nearly upon us.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you're interested in who people are voting for or why, we talked a little bit about our thought process so far on last week's episode. And if you want to hop on Twitter or if you hop on any like Star City Games and Channel Fireball, lots of people publish in different mediums their thoughts on who they are voting for. So if you want to get a little sneak preview or try and get a feel for like who you think is going to be inducted this year, check it out.
And they always film the induction ceremonies, which are really, really cool, and the speeches that the players give at them and show them at the Pro Tour, which I think is really lovely. So next time you see that at a Pro Tour, just keep your eye out for it because it's pretty fun to watch and usually pretty emotional and everything like that. So it's a good time.
Cute.
News. Twinkle, 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 little. MTA retrospective.
That's right. Our first retrospective is a thing that just happened.
What do you mean? Wait, what?
Our 24-hour stream.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah,
on Friday.
We did a 24-hour stream.
We sure did. Maria is still recovering from the sounds of it.
Yes. It was, we got here at 9 in the morning.
Yes.
And stayed a long time.
Yes. The Pirate Boys took some of the later shifts.
The Pirate Boys helped us out and took the graveyard shift, or the Greg yard shift, as it were. Our friend Greg helped us out.
Yeah.
We came back in the morning and finished it off.
Yeah.
I've got to say, though, I feel like that it wasn't that long. By the end of it, I was like, I could probably sit here and play Magic for some more time.
You played Magic for 15 hours straight almost.
That's so weird to think.
Yeah, but you did.
Wow. You know what else I got?
And your feeling at the end of it was like, could have done more.
Because you're like, I actually didn't play that many leagues. Like, we didn't.
It's true. It does not,
You think, I could probably do like 20, 30 leagues or whatever. And it was like, no.
No.
We did like maybe
however
8
many. Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, it's not a lot.
No. We did some arena drafts.
Yeah, that was
really
a lot
of fun. We had what was our last one? The Magic. Oh, we had the Psychic Corrosion, like patient rebuilding mill deck.
That deck was excellent.
It was so good. It was
blue-red.
A real delight.
That was a really cool
We
deck.
even had a Nikki B.
We did have Nicol Bolas.
That was one of my favorites.
Wow, that deck was so good.
Yeah, and we had the Dominaria draft that we were trying to tank it because we took Antiquities War at the beginning.
Yeah, we did.
And took a lot of artifacts, but we ended up with a good deck because we had like a Teferi, a Zahid, Jinn of the Lamp.
Yeah.
A Joda.
Yeah.
It was a good deck.
It just turned out good.
It did. As hard as we were trying to make it bad.
We did a few chaos drafts, which is really fun. I really like that those are on Magic Online. Those are excellent. Mm-hmm. Good ways to learn old cards as well.
Yeah. Pirate Boy Sam's one of his very favorite formats. At GPs, he's always just like, I'm going to go side event it up.
Chaos
I'm going to go chaos draft. You're like, Sam, what are you doing right now? And he's like, oh, I'm in a chaos draft. And you're like, of course. I knew that answer.
Big thank you to everybody who tuned in for any amount of time during the stream. Anybody who helped donate to our cause. Bridge for Youth was our charity of choice for this 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
We raised more than $2,000 on the stream alone.
Yay. Thank you all so much to everyone who contributed to that. We're super appreciative of it. Yeah. And like Maria said, anyone who came and, hung out for a little bit. I thought it was a very long time.
But here's what helped, though. The weather literally did not change out of our tiny window the entire time.
Gray.
It was gray the whole time. So it was like no time had
It was very
passed.
bleak.
You can still bid on Playmats for our auction. They close pretty soon.
Yes, today or tomorrow. By the time you're listening to this, some of them will close today and some will close tomorrow.
I'll put a link to the bidding auction in the show notes for this, but you can also find it through our Twitter. If you go to our actual Twitter feed and you can scroll down a little bit, there'll be links there as well.
Yeah.
And bid on those puppies.
We have some really cool playmats.
Yeah.
Like some of the hot ones are, we've got the Nationals playmat from this year.
Yeah.
Which is the
Flooded
beautiful
strand.
flooded strand alt art.
Yeah.
It's great.
Double-sided.
Yes.
Playmats.
Search for its Canta. People want that sucker.
That's a good one.
It is. It's really pretty.
So get in there and fight because it's all for a good cause. Once again, all those proceeds going to the Bridge for Youth, which helps youth in crisis. So yeah, go and check that out if you haven't already. All right. What other memories do you want to walk about on memory lane?
Talk about?
Talk about.
Yes.
We've had 292 episodes. To be honest with you, it's probably more than that.
Yes.
Because back in the day, we did not, fun fact, number our episodes. And I know for a fact we did some extra bonus episodes which did not receive a number.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, one, for instance, was an interview we did with Noah Bradley.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a bonus.
That was a bonus. So
That was great.
Who knows how many we're at.
Getting to talk. That was like one of the first artists that we ever interviewed and talked with.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
We've had some fantastic guests over the history of our show. I was going back through and being like, geez, we've had some good guests on this show.
Yeah, we have.
Not only Magic the Pro, the Ring, where we've talked to like so many excellent pros.
Yeah.
We had a great talk with Reed Duke.
Yeah.
We had an excellent emotional episode with Huey Jensen, which was awesome. We talked to Craig Wesco. We talked to Matt Severa. We've just Magic the Pro, the Ring.
Wow, it's been such a long time, but now that I think
Brad
about
Nelson
it,
a number
holy
of
cow,
times.
we've talked to
Corey
a lot of
Baumeister.
good,
Like,
good pros on
seriously.
that.
Yeah.
You can hop back on our YouTube and check them out if you didn't catch those when they came out.
And way back in the day, we also interviewed a lot of Magic personalities. Kenji was on our show. Do you remember that episode?
No, I literally don't.
Yes, we interviewed Kenji.
What?
Numat the Nummy.
Was I there?
I can't remember. I assume you were.
Okay.
It was over Skype, and we talked about. I very distinctly remember this question. We were so new and everything, so I was like, "Kenji, is it so fun to fire up your stream and then it's just like all your friends are there?" And he was like,
"No,
I wouldn't call them friends.
No,
I call them chat." Anyway, that was a pretty distinct
don't
memory.
remember that.
Wow.
At all.
Okay. We also interviewed Doc. Speaking of streamers.
Oh yeah.
And
we ran into that buddy at GPDC.
We did, yeah.
Or New Jersey?
Somewhere over there.
Somewhere. It was great.
And saw him again. He's a lawyer now.
Yes, he's doing fancy lawyer job.
Wow. If you all remember Doc,
pretty wild.
he had a fabulous late night stream on Twitch and played a lot of what he called dad rock and
He
drafted,
really did
which was
like
an
that.
excellent time.
It really was great.
And we talked
it
to
was
him
while he was in law school.
Yes.
And now he finished law school.
Now he's done. But interestingly, the episode was about magic life balance.
Oh.
Because he was trying to balance law school in his life. And so if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can check out that episode's 119.
Wow.
When we talked to Doc.
That is such a long time ago.
Yeah. We've interviewed
This is boggling
the
my
professor
mind
on the
right
show.
now.
We've interviewed Pro Jared, a YouTuber on the show. We've interviewed Chris Cluey on the show.
I remember that one.
Yeah, when he talked about game design, that was very interesting.
Yeah.
We've interviewed the Command Zone on this show.
Oh, wait, that was also way back, like when they were a little baby brand new podcast.
Yeah, Command Zone was episode 125 when we talked to them.
Oh, also such a long time ago. And now they're the most famous people
Yeah,
we
I know. And now they've eclipsed us like the moon to the sun.
That's right. Except they're the sun, and it turns out that the whole time we were the moon.
We just didn't know it.
We did not know it.
Yeah, that was. We've had so many good guests on the show. I almost forgot the time that they were on the show.
Yeah, that's
And
wild.
they designed commander decks for us.
Yeah, they did. We had pre-cons, and they were just like,
Wow.
take out these cards, put in these better cards. Wow.
Yeah. So those are some
I
of
see
the
here
fun.
you have written down GP Portland. You fell off a chair.
Yes, I was going through.
I still remember that.
Our old titles of episodes, and that was like in the title.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was one of the more painful, literally, Grand Prix.
Yes.
So
So it was like one of the first it was an early Grand Prix for us.
it was.
And it was Team GP Portland. We
Yeah.
were played on a team with Judge Rob.
Wow.
Yeah. And you got on a chair to look around the hall to try and find someone, except you didn't realize that like the way you were standing on the chair, it like slowly collapsed around it was essentially a fancier version of a folding chair.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
just slowly folded around
my
you.
ankle.
And it was the slowest fall. I still remember it.
The slowest, most painful fall
It
heard
was
around
as
the
if
room.
it like bear trapped your leg.
It was a bear. It was
Yes,
like a bear trap.
It was a bear trap.
And it hurt. And it took me, I remember limping around the convention center using my tiny little carry-on wheelie bag suitcase as a crutch. Those were the days.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I wrote down here our episode that celebrated our first year of podcasting was called 1 Year of Love, and it was a live episode we recorded at our old local game store, Mead Hall.
Yeah, I remember that. And we had a
Yeah.
cake and everything.
We had a cake, we had giveaways, we had questions from the audience.
Oh, that was
was
great.
really
That was so
cool.
much fun. I
Yeah.
still remember that too.
Yeah. We did some fun stuff on this show. Oh, yeah, we had a pun off with LSV on episode 90.
I remember that
You can
for
remember
sure.
that. We've had a couple of musical episodes, 2 to be exact. No, wait, 3? How
2.
many have we done?
We've had 2. But we've done Christmas songs sometimes around the holidays.
That's right.
We've rewritten holiday songs, but we've only had 2 truly musical episodes.
Yeah.
Although another one is coming around the mountain.
Sure is. One of our episodes is called A Very Bolus Christmas, which I think is just a very funny name
Yes.
for a show.
Well, we had Nicol Bolas, Nicky B himself on
Joined
the
us
show.
on the show. Yeah.
Tell us about his search for love. We haven't checked in with him in a long time.
We should probably check in with him because it looks like he's up to something pretty big.
Yeah, he
in the
really
magic
seems to have
lore.
some very big plans.
Ooh. There's an episode here called Megan Wins a PPTQ. Do you
Aww.
remember that one?
Yeah, I sure do. I still remember how I felt after winning it. I was so happy.
How was it?
I was so happy, and I was just like, I can't believe that I could.
Yeah.
You know?
Which deck did you win that with?
Blue-red control.
Yeah.
It
that was a
great.
good one.
That was during the height of what was, the artifact that never should have been made. Etherworks Marvel.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was in the height
Yeah.
of Etherworks Marvel.
Wow, what a time that was.
It really was a time.
I remember that time marked by a horrible case of strep throat that I got at the very first pro tour when I was supposed to be on the news desk.
Oh no.
So
I
I-
remember that
oh.
when you had strep.
Gosh, I felt terrible. And I was interviewing people out on the floor and I was like, I feel like I'm going to die. And then I had to go to the doctor in Nashville.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have strep throat. I know what it is. I've had it a number of times. Just please give me the medicine. I'm supposed to be on air. And then the doctor was like, all right, yes, you do have it. Here's 2 shots right in the butt. Get back out there. Yeah.
Wow.
I had big bruises from those shots for a long time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a nightmare story.
I don't know if I bruise easily or if the doctor really just wanted to give me that medicine.
He was very enthusiastic
Yeah. Here you go.
about giving you, antibiotics.
Here you
He's like,
go. Enjoy it.
this is medicine.
Yay. Do you ever watch old shows when they're sick with something like tuberculosis and you're like, just eat a piece of moldy bread?
Is tuberculosis a bacteria?
I think so.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that because, again, we are not a medical
We
podcast.
are not a medical podcast.
I also wrote down the Texas Capitol. We recorded outside
Yeah.
on the grounds of the Texas Capitol.
It was great.
Yeah.
I still remember sitting under that tree,
was a
laying around
beautiful
in the
day.
grass.
That was after our very
It's
first
like
pre-release.
February. because
Yes,
that's
it was.
Texas.
Yeah.
But that's what you do in Texas in February. You're like, it's beautiful outside.
Ugh, that
It
was
was-
great.
It really was.
We played at Pat's Games in Austin
Oh, yeah.
until 5 a.m.
It was the longest pre-release I've ever been to. It was also what taught us that midnight pre-releases
Are
were
not
just
for
not
us.
our thing.
Yeah, I mean, props to them for doing an actual full-on tournament
Yes.
for a pre-release.
It was huge. Hundreds of people.
Hundreds of people.
Literal hundreds.
Playing outside on little like
Outside,
tables.
inside, the place next door, everywhere.
That was Gate Crash.
It was.
Wow.
That's pretty wild.
I ate the best orange in my life that day.
You still talk about that orange regularly.
Evidenced by the words coming out of my mouth right now. Because it was.
Yes.
I remember. I'll never beat that orange, you know?
And you know, why would you want to? Why
Great
why
point.
disrupt a perfect memory?
I also wrote down Sleepy Goblin.
That was the genesis of Sleepy Goblin.
Yeah, if you remember, we used to play the game Create a Card on the show all the time, where we would just at the end of the show write down something weird we had said during the episode and create a card around it. And Megan, I don't know if you described yourself as a sleepy goblin or what, but you.
No, remember, I wouldn't get up in the
You don't
morning.
like to get up.
I hate getting up in the morning. I'm not a morning person.
So you're a sleepy goblin.
Yes, I'm a sleepy goblin.
And we invented the card Sleepy Goblin, which is a 1/1 for 1 that when it takes damage.
It enters
No,
the battlefield
feels
tapped. It does not untap during your untap step.
until it takes damage and then
And when
it
it takes
untaps.
damage, it untaps.
And lovely listeners built us decks around Sleepy Goblin
Yes.
to make it work.
To try and break
which I
it.
thought was very
It was
great.
delightful. Delightful.
Yeah, we've recorded episodes everywhere, in random people's apartments, outside, on porches, in attics, on couches. We never recorded an episode like on a boat, which I think is a new goal that we should set for
We
ourselves.
really should.
We've recorded parts of episodes on airplanes before.
Yeah.
We've recorded parts of episodes in bars. We've recorded in game stores. So, you know,
On a box with a fox.
yeah. You know,
Everywhere.
In a what is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
A big hot balloon filled with air in the sky.
A hot air balloon?
No, the ones that explode.
A zeppelin?
Yes.
a big balloon filled with hot air in the sky, and it's not a hot air balloon. I just want to highlight that.
I'm slightly delirious. Yeah.
We've had some times.
We've definitely had some times. Thank you to everybody who has been with us through all
Yeah.
or part of those times. I know we have some listeners who have been listening since actual episode number 1.
Wow.
And I think that is absolutely incredible.
Look at you go.
And so I always, whenever I see them, I'm so excited. If that's you, feel free to come up and tell us. But we know
Yeah.
who a lot of you are. So thank you so much for that. It's been really, really cool. And you probably
What a
remember
ride.
some stuff better than we do about all of those times. If you have a favorite MTA memory, you can tweet it at us with the hashtag MTA memory.
Wow, another real hashtag.
It was a real one.
We're really growing up.
You know, I was like, how can I make this ridiculous? But I was like, no, it's just
No,
that's just what it is.
It really is. It's just a nice memory time.
But we're going to make some new ones as GLHF. And I thought, Greg told me about this idea that he had of GLH5 for Good Luck High
Oh,
Five.
yeah.
And I think that's kind of cute hashtag.
That is cute.
So, all the times that you need to write about us, there you go.
Tweet at us with a new fake memory of something
Yes,
in the future
yes.
with the hashtag GLH5 memories. Right. If you're looking for deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice,
Bags
bags
of all sorts.
Yes.
Like we talked about my favorite new bag, which
Yes.
is from Ultra Pro. But also, we have these.
Yeah, they have little dice bags.
Look at these dice bags.
Which
They're
are little
cute.
skulls.
Skulls with a bow in their hair. I love it.
Yep. The best place for all of it, ultrapro.com. Or you can go over to cardkingdom.com/GLHFmagic and get all sorts of sweet Ultra Pro gear there. They have these new deck boxes that have the full art from Steve Avon.
We We've also got these. Gosh, I'm making a mess. We've got these lovely deck boxes.
These ones are great.
These are cool because they have a little
a
compartment
beautiful
here
dice tray
for your dice.
up top.
And then your deck goes in the bottom.
Yes, and then this one I like because you can like slide the little tray out.
Yeah,
and you
take
don't
out your
worry
tray.
about like, oh, am I gonna
There it
face
is.
my cards towards my opponent and give them
Right.
information?
And it magnetizes, and this sucker's never going to open.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they've got some really good stuff. AMA with GLH5. Okay. So, we asked you all for your Ask Us Anything questions on Instagram last week, and we didn't have time for it on the show last week, but we have time for it on the show this week.
Nice.
All right, so these are questions submitted from people on Insta, and follow us over there, please. Okay, this question is from Jeff. Decision time. Assuming you're stuck in some sort of hell dimension where you get to pick your punishment, would you rather only play Mono Red Tron in Modern forever or only draft 6th edition forever? Wow.
Mono Red Tron.
I guess I would draft, even though it would be so bad.
I think that eventually, okay, so
At
it'll
least
start
it'd be
out
different.
It'll start out better.
And then
it'll
get
be,
worse.
It'll be good for longer. It'll be fine for longer, but when it falls off, the falling off will be worse.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Right?
Ooh.
Like Mono Red Tron just starts bad and it never gets worse. It just is
just
always
always
bad.
bad.
Yeah, that's my argument for that one.
This question comes from AmeriChaos. Why are slivers the best tribe? Ooh.
Well, I think
mean,
that we already
debatable.
covered that it's Sphinges.
I want to see the baby sphinge, you know?
It's a sphinx. Okay, the non-plural, the singular is
Okay, wizards, if you're listening, print me baby creatures. Okay, I want small versions of creatures. Like it can still be a sphinx, but it's just a small version of the sphinx. It doesn't need to be like it's like looks super cute. I just want it to be a small version of the cool card. So
okay. See, that's a lie. It's sphinxes.
who told me wrong? Maybe
I told you people were lying.
Maybe it's two different ones, and they're both acceptable. You know what I mean?
Or one of them is deeply unacceptable.
Yeah, that's true. They also want to know where we got our amazing chairs. A lot of people ask us this. These are from IKEA.
Oh yeah, they still sell these
still
because
sell
it's
them.
IKEA and that's how they work.
Yeah. Maybe it's a commander thing, but we absolutely love card nicknames to spice up games, especially just great person names, i.e. Chaos M. Sculler, Attorney at Law, Rootbound Craig, Slimefoot and Garfungal, etc. Got any personal favorite card nicknames?
I mean, we obviously call Nicol Bolas Nicky B
Yeah,
all the
that's
time.
a good one.
And in the dragon vein, Eugene.
Eugene, oh
Yeah.
yes, for
Eugene
Ugin.
Eugene the spirit dragon.
Eugene is great.
That's definitely my favorite.
Somebody wrote here Ballista Flockhart, which I
That's
think is great.
Delightful.
Yeah. Ballista Flockhart. Excellent. I usually just shorten them to something stupid like what is the new 1-1 for or 1-2 for 1 in M19? You know, the burb.
Oh, Rustwing Falcon.
Rustring Falcon. I call him Rusty Dubs. Like that's just dumb.
Oh yeah.
And I just shorten them like that.
Yeah.
That's what I normally
that is
do.
what I picked that up from you, I think. I don't think I did that. I think you did it and I picked it up.
It's a disease. What standard decks are you thinking of playing post-rotation?
I
Great
mean,
question. So what's leaving us is Kaladesh
yes. And
and
Amonkhet.
Amonkhet.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to both of them.
So my favorite deck is leaving, which is the SRAM deck.
yeah.
So I'm going to say a new deck that hasn't been invented yet.
Yeah, personally, I'm just excited to see what comes next because a lot of stuff that we've been so used to having in standard is rotating out.
Yeah.
And I think that there's just going to be some really awesome new possibilities.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see those.
I'm in for the new
so
possibilities.
something not yet discovered.
Which planeswalker would you most like to go on vacation with, and which would you like to travel least with?
Jace for the
Jace,
second one.
we already know
Least.
that, obviously.
Least.
Once Fibblethip Spark is ignited, definitely not, because he's always totally lost.
Yeah, that's very true. Terrible
Would
to
it be,
travel with.
Like, would it be Maybe you want to travel with somebody like
I think Vraska for me. She was so chill in Ixalan.
Yeah.
She was a great travel buddy to Jace.
and if you ever need to turn anyone to stone,
She's
she is.
there.
She is there.
Like you won't ever be. She was like a great navigator.
Yeah.
She was tough.
Yeah.
You would never feel out of sorts. You'd just be like, do you know what? Vraska's on top of it, man.
I was trying to think of how it would be to travel with Johnny, but you can't really go incognito with a giant cat person.
You really can't. And a Johnny is great, but he's also so righteous. So sometimes
That's true.
And not
That's
like
true.
righteous, dude. Just righteous.
So totally righteous.
I'm just saying that sometimes you'd be like, let's go out and get wasted.
And
Johnny would be just
no,
like,
I must stand
no.
guard over
Exactly.
the... Like, Johnny, we just want to go and get some Guinness.
There's never...
Ah!
Exactly. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be a vacation. It would somehow feel like work.
That's true. When you're with a Johnny, it just somehow
It just always is
feels
work.
like work. You can't go with Liliana because she's probably going to like steal something or kill somebody and you have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And the laws of whatever
Chandra would
country
probably
you're
be
going.
great.
Chandra
You'd have
would
a real
be
good party.
Saheeli would be good.
Yeah.
Any of the green mages, I feel like, because they'd be good at directions. Vivian Reed.
Yeah.
There you go. Final
All right.
answer. What is one thing you always try to improve on when going to GPs? From Sasha.
For me, it's like my presence of mind. Mm-hmm. Especially at the very start of the day, I won't I'll just make simple mistakes, and at the end of the day, I'll make them again. And in the middle is like when I'm focused and just trying to work on
So
extending
you just
that
got to
focus.
start in the middle.
Exactly. Well, that's why I honestly did feel like when I had one bye, it was great because I would start round 2 and it's like, okay, now I feel like I'm ready.
Yeah.
I don't have that like round at the top where I'm just gonna mess it all up.
And we used to talk about your kind of like performance anxiety before GPs. Do you think that's gotten better?
Do you know what? It definitely has.
Yeah, because I haven't heard you mention it.
No. And now that I think about it, even in Minneapolis, I even recognized that. And I was like, do you know what? I don't feel nervous
Great.
at the top of the day.
Why do you think that is? What have you done?
Who freaking knows?
Maybe it's just doing it enough.
A lot of therapy?
Yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Honestly?
For me, my answer is I try to not make mistakes. That's my number one thing is I try not to misplay. And so means policing myself pretty heavily when I'm playing games and making sure that I play cleanly, which of course doesn't always happen. You're always going to make 1 or 2 mistakes. And you can't kill yourself over it. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I try to keep it to that number. Which card do you each have in the back of your phone cases? Very perceptive.
Ooh, yeah. Mine is Progenitus.
Mine is Earl of Squirrel, the promo version.
Cute.
Yeah, super great. Oh my gosh, there's a sports question in here, which I'm just going to ignore because I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
Would you say that having a ley line of sanctity in play makes you feel like more like a fetus in the safety of your mother's womb, or like the Pope waving to crowds from inside the indestructible pulpmobile?
The second one. The second one for sure.
For me, it's the first one.
Really?
Just kidding.
I feel like Pope in the Pope-mobile.
No, because you've always got to be scared. There's going to be a reclamation stage that comes for you.
Exactly.
Right? I played a game we talked about on the show where I had the win. Megan was on my team, unfortunately for her in that moment. And I should have played my 3rd ley line of sanctity. I had 2 in play and they killed both of them. So beware. Pixie Kitten Pulls says, when my magic partner and I play a game of magic, he always tries to put a die under the card of a creature with flying to make it look like it's floating. Is this weird or genius?
Genius.
That is genius. That's genius. I love that question. Now I want to do that. Look at it's flying.
It's floating.
Like in Arena. That's great.
Oh, yeah, they do float in Arena.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like ghosts.
Like ghosts or sphinges. So Megan's going to explain this flavor text theater.
We're playing a brand new flavor text theater. It's Pack of Dominaria. I just cracked it because it was in my hands and I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
So the way it works is that I'm going to take a card from here and I'm going to try and give Maria clues about what this card is without telling her the name.
Oof.
Oh, okay. This is going to be very difficult. Now that I look at it,
You pick
but
a
here we
very
go.
tough one? Okay.
Yes.
Go for it.
Do you know what? It's just that I feel like I can't. Now that I think about it, I think we've played something similar to this before.
Okay.
Anyways.
I mean, like, it's kind of like when we played Trick or Treat.
Yeah, exactly. It is like trick or treat. Okay, it's just that I feel like I can't stay in one place. I have so many places I want to go. And, just because I'm made of stone doesn't mean that I can't. Just because I'm really big and made of stone doesn't mean that I can't travel the world, that I can't roam as I wish.
Juggernaut.
Not quite. Though you're on the right track.
Okay.
I'm just so much bigger than Juggernaut.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm sizable. Not so much, but I'm bigger. I'm certainly tougher and I'm a little bit more powerful. And I like to roam. I just like to go places. I like to see the world.
People
I like
are
to travel
yelling at
from
their
one
radios.
place to another.
All I can think of is Meteor Golem, and I know that's not it.
But we are the same type of thing.
A golem?
Yes. Although
Howling
it's
golem?
not in my name.
Oh.
It's not my name. It's simply the type of creature I am.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember at
I'm
all.
a Pardic Wanderer.
Oh, Pardic Wanderer, of
Yeah.
course.
There's just no good way to clue Pardic. Maybe I should have been more.
So can I do stuff that's not creatures?
Yeah, of course. You can do
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Hey. There's no real way to be subtle about this. But I just really want to show you a beautiful sunset and then stab my sword through your stomach.
You want to eviscerate me?
Yeah. What else?
Wait, that's like I think I always thought of that. That's like a sapling
Oh, yeah.
like branch that
Yeah, it
grew
is.
itself through that person's stomach.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to, all of your artifacts are doing such a good job attacking people
Thank
or
you.
tapping and doing their jobs.
Thank you.
And I just want to come along and help them by untapping them. Because that's just my job. I'm a little buddy
You're
here
the
to
little
help
buddy.
you.
You're
Yeah.
voltaic servant.
I am. That's
boop,
me.
boop, boop, just with your little key hand.
Yeah.
How about me? I don't like to see the earth in play. I like to be two cards in one. One says I hate the earth, and the other says I hate birds.
Oh.
Well, no, wait, not really. I'm remembering this card wrong,
Oh.
but that's essentially what it is. I hate specifically two creatures that you have.
Seismic shift.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was more of a falter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, two creatures can't block this turn.
Okay. Hey, look, I'm just an angel who's also a mechanic, so deal with it.
Oh, you're the 2/4/4/4. What is her name? Aviary mechanic?
Oh, no, I'm a different kind of mechanic. I really love people's auras. I love their equipments. I help take care of all of those things.
Oh, you're Tiana, ship's caretaker.
I sure am.
She's so great. How about me? I like to flippity flap, and I can be small or I can be slightly
Academy
bigger.
Drake?
Yeah, doesn't that sound like him?
Yeah, it really does. Hey, I'm a statue. I'm a statue of someone's earlier exploits way back in the day. I'm a beautiful marble column of a different person who way back in the day helped out our plane, and I commemorate his defeat of the Phyrexian menace.
Oh, are you wait, what's that called? Memorial to Genius.
You're getting there.
Oh.
But
Memorial to Folly.
No, it's more like it's telling the story. This is a full story.
Memorial to Stories.
With 3 chapters to it. It's a 3-part story about my exploits. Of me, stabbing the big old tendril.
Antiquities War?
I'm stabbing the big old tendrils of Yawgmoth.
Oh yeah, Gideon's.
No.
I mean, what's it? Gerard's Triumph of Gerard.
Yes.
Gosh darn it, I'm rusty on Dominaria.
Same.
My card, and they stay in my brain for when they're relevant, and then they're like, get out of here.
We're best buds.
It's sampling migration.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. Hey, okay, wait, I gotta get a better voice for this guy.
I'm slightly sloopy, and if you touch me, you die. You can put me in your deck. You won't be really happy about it, but I guess you'll play me.
Sloopy?
I've never really looked at myself before, but yes, in fact, I would call myself sloopish.
And if I touch you, I die?
You die. You will die. I'm sizable. I'm sizable for my
Are you a
cost.
feral abomination?
Yes. I never
Wow.
look at him. He's like kind of got a snake body.
Ooh, this card is terrible.
Yeah, I never really looked at it because I never really wanted to put it in my deck, so I kind of ignored it.
Me neither,
You know what I mean?
Look at this.
I dropped one on the ground.
That's terrible. Okay. Hey, I'm a little mechanical owl friend.
Gyra's familiar.
Yeah.
I write the history of our people using a fire. The fire is my pen.
Flame Fist Adept?
Great guess. But specifically, I chronicle our history.
Oh, Gitu Chronicler.
Yes.
Hey, I know that you think that spell costs 6, but it costs 8 if you want it to resolve. Otherwise, I'll exile it.
Syncopate.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow, we remembered better than I thought we would.
Yeah. My brain warmed up into it.
Yeah, it did. Joy's familiar.
Yeah.
Good little owl.
Oh, that's such a great little owl.
Our rare, I'm like, our
Woodland
rares.
Cemetery.
Tiana, no, it's Woodland Cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, our rares are going into our pile for a giveaway
Yes, for August.
for August, which we are about to draw in 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, that is the first episode of Good Luck High Five.
Yeah.
Yay, we did it.
Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you once again to everyone who is a patron of the show over at patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Yes, thank you again to our sponsors, Ultra Pro and Card Kingdom, and announcing the winner of the prize for this munch. This munch's winner is Sean Smith from Maryland. Congratulations,
Ooh,
Sean.
That's right. You'll get a nice box of August goodies coming your way.
Specifically, with all flavored like August. If you choose to eat any of them, you'll think, this tastes like a nice summer day.
Yeah.
What tastes the most like a summer day to you, Megan?
A popsicle.
Ooh, you snapped that off.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you?
Lemonade.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah,
Wow.
we nailed it.
If you lick these cards, they'll taste like a popsicle.
Specifically a lemonade flavored
Ooh,
popsicle.
delicious.
Which I don't think I've ever
That's
had.
the 8th time I said, ooh.
Sounds good. We need to go get some popsicles.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, there you go. Remember to follow us on Twitter at GLHF Magic. You can friend us on Facebook. You can follow our Instagram account. You can sub to our videos on YouTube. You can sub to our stream. Oh, that's one I didn't say. Twitch.tv/GLHF Magic. You can still bid on those eBay playmats. Once again, link in the show notes for those.
Yeah, help out Bridge for Youth.
Yeah.
And thank you. Thanks for listening, buds.
Best buds. Sapperling migration.
Good luck, high five.
Oh yeah, how do we end our show before?
Well, good night and good luck, high five.